Previously on Honkai Star Rail.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Don't you dare speak of her!
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap.
Found you.
Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of.
I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Heng, and wishes to present it to you in person.
Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
And now, the exciting continuation of Honkai Star Rail. And we're back! Hi, my name's Charles, and currently I'm playing through the story of Honkai Star Rail version 3.1. Last episode, we kicked off the patch by following up on what the hell's Phainon doing. He vanished into the trials that were supposed to make him a demigod, and then he kind of vanished. So we followed him into the trials, and there were some battles, and Mighty had to face something mysterious in his past, and we got out, and Aglaya was like, oh, we may have lost Phainon, and Mighty, you might have to take over being the demigod, and people were, a bit annoyed about that, and then Castoris woke us up and said, hey, follow me. And so it seems that this is what we're going to be doing next. So let's open the door for her, because she doesn't seem to be really big on opening doors. Ah, she wants me to talk to her. Oh no, she does. She just wants me to demonstrate that it's possible to go through the doorway before she follows me, which is probably a quite clever piece of coding there. But we've, I think, heard all of the random dialogue in this area already, so we're just going to go back to the bath. Oh!
Lady Trian.
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trian, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Look at that color, and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. I want you by it. If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever.
Oh.
Calm down, Trian. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's alright. Trian is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trian is just... what? Trian is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before! Trian...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
That was interesting. Having an argument with yourself must be very interesting. I guess we all do it occasionally.
Hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Treby and Lady Trian were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Treby and Lady Trian walked by earlier, Lady Trian happened to catch sight of it and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trian became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly, it's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Castoris, I'm running a business here after all, so...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
Glare at her in silence. It's more fitting for the character if I just don't talk.
I suppose I can sell it to you at cost as a sign of goodwill, Miss Castoris. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. We're lucky that she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle.
You and me both.
Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily. All right, back to business after that little detour.
I guess...
Moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough.
being sort of introduced to the idea that Castoris is quiet but kind and thoughtful, which we kind of got last patch, but they're sort of reminding us what kind of person Castoris is. I could have teleported up, but again, I like taking the long way around. Why are you staring at my feet, Castoris? It's a bit awkward.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
Hello, done. Are you making moves on Aglaia while I'm not here? You're finally here, Carlfishy.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
You're up so early, Danhung. You would have been too if you hadn't stayed up so late. But what matters is that you got a good rest.
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima. This is the Dew of Divine Blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done for us.
How old am I actually? I do not know, but my hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. This precious gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaya?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunham. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
Well, I guess that's better than trying to kill us. With all due respect, won't forging an alliance with the Chrysos heirs embroil us in the conflict within Akima? I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaya. My gift. Right, we need to think about this first. Having said that, Lady Aglaya, please don't misunderstand. We still will do what we can to assist you in the flame chase journey. It's just, I've heard of the friction between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Akima. As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
Oh, we're Gray and Danny now.
I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine. Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
You are?
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again.
I guess we're getting another healer.
Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I've missed you.
Unless it's another fake out and they turn out to be a Nihility character. Gray? Danny? Is Aglaya's nickname Agli?
Miss! You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
I think Tribby calls her Aggie, right? This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akima presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akima, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Oh, she's here to help Aglaya recruit us.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaya doesn't need my help with things like this.
I see. In that case, we will accept this gift from Akima. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires, are these all part of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Nikador's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Ah, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We will keep that in mind.
Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's coreflame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castris will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
Since this involves Akama's diplomatic affairs, we will give you some privacy. Let's go out and play!
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Grey. I'd be delighted to show you around.
Sounds good. Gaining more insight into the customs and geography of different regions of Amphorius is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them.
Now, the classic thing you do with objects like this in a story is that you wait until the critical moment to pull it out, and then it's completely useless, and people go, "Ha! Aglaya, we don't listen to her."
While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too.
Why do I feel that you're manipulating me just as badly as Black Swan? Like, this seems like a very, very explicit setup to do something.
Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
May your journey be smooth. Got anything else to say, Aggie?
Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
Smooth. May your journey be smooth. So I gotta find Castris and... oh, there they are. Castris and Hyacinth are over here.
I'm glad to be in your company again, miss.
Tell me about the Titan known as Thanatos.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them. And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Who is Professor Anaxa?
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phainon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
What is the Grove of Epiphany?
The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the coreflame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
Sounds like just the thing for Dunhung.
Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
I don't have any more questions. Let's go.
I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Ooh, another character. Oh, just Dromus randomly wandering past.
There she is. And Lady Trianne. But who's that they're looking at?
Just someone's asleep?
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trianne! Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside.
Are you sure there was no connection between your bad mood and this guy just being passed out? You didn't just deck him one, did you?
Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor. I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you.
Hey, how come Clementine gets a full name?
As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
I mean, as a healer, you can ignore people who are in need. You just blame them for standing in the fire.
Trianne believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama!
Hello, Trianne. So we gonna get out of here?
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind! Little Cass, Little Gray, are you ready?
I think I prefer Little Grey to Grey. Are we not using the Sentry Gate? I guess it's tiring them out.
You might not be aware of this, but using the Sentry Gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trianne.
Oh, boring. Alright, let's open a gate! Sentry Gate! Woo! Trianne promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Alright then, let's go.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie! Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
You don't even have fingers. You've just got paws.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
How are you two so close already?
Memmy, mem, mem, memmy, mem. Memmy, memmy, mem, 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 mem.
Ah, this is passage of time.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable.
This is true.
This is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Mem, 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 memmy, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, 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 mem.
That just sounds weird. I think you'd look weird with fingers.
Memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, 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 mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem. Mem 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 mem.
Guess finding fruit in a grove is not a bad thing.
Memmy mem mem. Mem 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 mem.
You'll learn a powerful new ability. You might become fluffier. Transform into a cute girl, now!
Cute. Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
Oh no. You've gone and said it now.
Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem 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 memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested.
Fantasy writing at its best. Just let's pick a random different word for something and then immediately translate it into the word we know it is.
You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Of shoes and ships and sealing wax of cabbages and kings?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword, let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
The disagreement between Holy Maiden and Mother, I'll just leave there.
Mama was the strongest Holy Maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
Oh.
Memmy mem. Memmy mem mem memmy mem mem.
So, what's your superpower?
Memmy mem mem. Memmy memmy mem mem memmy memmy mem mem. Memmy 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 mem mem memmy mem mem mem.
It must have been so weird doing the voice for this character. Just here's the line in whatever language the voice actor. They probably have a specific English voice actor for Mem who was given the line in English and said, "Okay, just mem over this."
Memmy mem memmy mem 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 memmy mem 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 boom mem memmy mem 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 memmy mem 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 mem.
Boom.
Trian thinks that's a great idea! Can the pink puppy help Trian out? Memmy mem 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 mem. Yay! And I'll call you Little Memmy from now on! Mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem 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 memmy mem.
You're Mem. Why do you need to be anything more than that?
Mem. Me mem 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 memmy mem. Memmy mem mem me mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Okie dokie. Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time! Mem. Memmy mem mem memmy mem?
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress. As the warps and wefts of the dress came into contact with the ground, they turned into paths and stairs. May this romantic path bring good tidings to Akama.
Guide nymph. Welcome to the Grove, a place blessed by reason. The majesty of the Bough of Rift speaks for themselves. Onward, guest from afar, behold the gorgeous view. And that's the way back, and that's the... Okay, so... What is this when it's at home? I guess it's just decoration right now. Wander up the stairs. Is this like the ghosts in... what's the name? The place in Xianzhou Lofu with all the ghosts.
A huge tree! It's huge!
And it's got a face in it. The silent statue seems shrouded in a delicate veil, surrounded by glowing insects and bluish flowers. The scene inexplicably brings to mind Mnestia's legend of transforming into butterflies. Before becoming butterflies, it seems they too were a solitary, nocturnal wanderer who enjoyed solitary strolls. Golden light flows out from the roots beneath the altar, like threads spun by Mnestia, weaving a web of memories. This may be why the people of Amphorius often say that memory is the hardest thing to bury. It will always find cracks through which to shine into the darkness. A giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as if it was sighing, softly fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7th appreciate the sublime scene? You're uncertain. Dunhung, perhaps. Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. Okay, so these photos must eventually be relevant. I never fail to impress. This photo deserves an award.
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest. A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trianne knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
Is the Grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
Oh, I see. That's why we got rid of Hyacinth, so she wouldn't be around to be our guide.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
Observe. Our great master Circe's, such nobility and holiness in that august present. Circe's? Where? May the master's mercy forgive your sightless ignorance. Aquila's enlightenment lies just behind me. Read and bathe in their glorious radiance. So yeah, I wonder if those photos are going to be relevant, or whether it's just an excuse that we can fill March's photo wall in the Express after the quest without her actually having been here. dreams of giants sank into the earth and grew into towering colossus like me. Knowledge, like seeds born on the wind, causes flowers to bloom across the land and withered branches to sprout anew. The world pours itself upon me like a spring. My eyes are clear, yet I cannot see myself.
Oh, Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side!
Just fix the broken statue.
The entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
I'll enter your hidden passage.
Humphreys' eyes are so sharp!
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
Storgi. Sorry, not just misspelling storage. Oh.
Looks good.
As I expected, something's not right here. Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Maybe something happened.
That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there? Huh, no one's here.
Well, it scared me.
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not.
Good thing you remembered that.
This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Don't say things like that to me. Who came up with this? How unique.
Well, these lines are documented in the Handbook of Nestia's Priests. So...
I guess Amnesia's priests were all about tying people up with golden thread and affection then.
if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be. Are they white dryad flowers?
Got a memory bubble. Actually, I'm going to go fix this first, because I cannot leave such things just sitting behind, and it gives me celestial ambrosia. Back here there was a scroll. I want to read the scroll. Courtyard of Storge. In memory, it was a golden rain. A rotaire, full of the world's love, returned at dawn, transforming into butterflies that scattered glittering scale dust, blending the bloodlines of those they touched. From that day forward, there was you in me, and I in you. Ooh. Between that and they're getting tied up with golden threads, they're getting a bit naughty in here. The Sage's statue has been preserved to this day due to proper maintenance. The years have eroded its details, but the story behind it cannot be wiped away. Oh, puzzle time. Let's see if I can embarrass myself even more. So, 4. And so I guess I want them to end up there. So, 1, 2... So 1, 2... 3, 4... Okay. That was slightly easier than last time. And I'm getting more trophies. Okay, so stop faffing about. So let's actually check the thing that... Oh, I'll activate the Fragment of Recollection first. Probably out of order of things I'm supposed to be doing, but why the hell not? Master Callinicus, we have installed bronze detonators along a number of the Grove main roads as you instructed. Very good. Can we proceed according to plan? There will be no issues on the technology side. We've already held detonation tests and ensured that they are able to damage the bodies of Titans. It's just... Just what? It's just that such methods are blasphemous. Ha! Such things are not important in the moment of crisis. What matters most is that we slow the invasion of the Black Tide as much as possible. I never thought that when our backs were against the wall we would be forced to use Anaxa's wicked ways. Other scholars have held such reverence for the gods that they never researched such evil technology. Huh, even if the Titan disagrees, it's not like they'll say anything. Alright, that's enough lamenting. Gravitas, you have another important mission now. I need you to find a way to leave the Grove immediately and head to Okama to request aid. I do not know if the Grove can withstand this threat. If we can just hold out until reinforcements arrive, then all will be well. If not, I have no choice but to entrust the coreflame to that woman. You want me to leave the front line and be a deserter? There's no way. You're a Chrysos heir. If anyone is going, it should be you. Don't argue with me. You know you will never win. It is precisely because I am a Chrysos heir that I must stay and fend off the Black Tide. I will endeavor to ensure we survive until reinforcements arrive. I may be a scholar, but I know a bit about fighting. Any normal Black Tide monster is no match for me, so you need not worry. I just don't want to be... Calling for aid is not desertion. If you were not prepared to risk your life, the Black Tide would simply intercept you and kill you before you made it to Okama. Gravitas, you are the fastest among us. Will you accept this important duty? I will not let you down. May Circes protect your mind, Master Callinicus. Ha! May the Circes protect your mind. I wonder, is that the guy, is the kid the guy we found knocked out on the ground? Okay, I probably should have done this in the other order, but hello, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Mem.
No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Shadows of Dead White Dryads would go hard as an album name.
Dead me, Mem. Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Mem.
Interesting, Mem is getting more and more actual words. Me-mem, me-me-mem-mem?
Black cloak, Mem. Sword toward the great tree. Mem.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh! Trianne will be on high alert!
Alright, so... Bad shit's happening. So what are we gonna find over here?
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense. There, on the steps.
No. This does not look good.
This looks really scary. Memmy mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem.
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves. Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? Mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem mem mem. The monster is alive! Trienne will protect everybody!
Trienne, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this.
So these are definitely looking more and more antimatter and legion-ish. Certain enemies will inflict ally units with the corrosion state. Attacking enemies will restore corroded HP. The more targets hit, the more restored.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking about the Black Tide.
Do you know who I... This big time to twirl!
Ah, Verta.
You defeated it! Little Gray, little Kaz, you're so strong! Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem.
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks.
Oh yeah, because Nikador was the one who was fighting off the Black Plague, and so with strife out of the way, it's encroaching.
At what price?
At the same time, in Akuma.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now.
Aglaya. I don't know if it's just because I'm suspicious of Aglaya ever since last version where I just gained this intense dislike for her after she tried to kill us. But her saying, oh, there's no need to go hurry to the Grove, to where I sent the Trailblazer and Kaz, you know, conveniently with my spindle that was going to show all the things that are hidden there.
Treeby, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trienne just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the golden thread. What should we do, Haggy?
The black tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but...
But... what?
But they can't see for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the black tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akima. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the black tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
Haven't found any yet.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the black tide.
Aglaia didn't seem to. What did she call him, like deceitful singer or something?
How should I put it? Lady Aglaia doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
Ah, that makes complete sense.
Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the flame chase journey.
Trienne knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
The deal is we'll kill them last.
With the exception of Voronix, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
I noticed.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trianne believes Circe's will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trianne. It's easy for Trianne to look for people because we can fly.
So can Mem?
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trianne. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trianne gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trianne, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trianne. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trianne was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trianne is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here.
Oi.
Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave Trianne shall clear the way for all of you.
Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
So many monsters.
Memmy mem mem memmy mem. Memmy mem.
Okay, Memsy? Or Memsy with the Borogroves?
Looks good.
Okay, so we can fix that pillar. And run up the stairs a little further. Anything interesting along here? No, they won't let me walk along there. Oh well. The black-coloured monster has fallen like a toppled statue. Within its body lie golden ashes, perhaps the same substance as the golden blood that is commonly seen in Amphoreus.
Memmy mem. Memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem.
Aha, so it wants us to check out 3 of those. I guess there are others down here, or is... yeah. I should have just kept... oh no, there's another one. The monster's body is twisted like brambles, not allowing any living being to approach.
Memmy mem. Mem mem mem. Memmy mem.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't want it to hurt you. Oops. You're not glittery, so those are the only glittery ones down here. So I guess we can go back up here and find another one. Is it? No, that's not a body. So here's a body. A despicable, twisted life form. It was once a living soul that could mourn pain, but now it can only turn its head at others until its soul drifts silently out of its shell.
Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem.
They've had their memories sucked out of them.
Because when a life is devoured by the Black Tide, it loses its soul.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to read their what's the names? Their descriptions in the fight. I'll have to do that next time I fight them. Life's impermanence strikes without a warning. Even as a bug in the Garden of Reason, one must maintain daily self-examination. Crook? Who am I? Where am I? What shall I eat? Those emoji are getting more and more complicated. It's locked.
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide.
Flaming Lance, charge!
Your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
Memmy mem?
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Mimi!
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
Are you an Axa?
Mimi!
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa.
But it's right there. So he's Anaxagoras.
Try unlocking.
Anaxagoras.
My name is Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras, okay.
Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
I should just put you and Dr. Ratio in a room and you would throttle each other in about 5 minutes.
The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies. Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price. In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air.
Then why are you waffling so much? I mean, seriously, if this is all costing you a piece of your soul, I'd want to keep it short.
That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the Scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the Scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak.
Are they as annoying as you?
Only a small fraction of the Scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Cersei's coreflame will reach Akama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the coreflame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory. Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time.
He said his name is Anaxagoras.
You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name.
I'm a firm believer in calling people what they want to be called. Noosporus and alchemy refer to...
Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Noosporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested.
It sounds like he thinks he's dead already.
Yes.
Everyone seems to have been evacuated.
Yes. That seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the coreflame then.
Perhaps Anaxagoras did not manage to survive.
I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the coreflame, but managed to escape.
We have to go to the Luminary Throne.
It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Circe's coreflame is kept. According to Anaxa, the coreflame should still be there. But making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
Which is great if you're inside it and the people you don't like are outside, but if you're outside and the people you don't like are inside, it's the wrong way round.
Alright.
See, another English word sneaking in there.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
Okay.
Alchemy is truly incredible.
Indeed it is. Really great live album by Dire Straits. Alright, let's go forward and see what's there. Okay. So there is a space anchor there, and there is a quest marker there. And this seems like a convenient place to end the episode. We have made our way a certain way into the Grove of Epiphany. There is mystery and danger here. There is black tide. There is conspiracy. There is possibly a dead Anaxagoras and a missing coreflame. But the resolution of this will have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for joining me along this story, and I hope to see you again. Take care.
Nice.